Okay, today is our second episode this week of Baking for Family Fun Month. February is that special time, so we are highlighting recipes that the entire family can do together. And this week we have a special focus, the special game this weekend, the Super Bowl. So this week you saw Michaela and her pizza dough recipe for making pizza and garlic rolls and different things that you could do with pizza dough. And today we are going to bake shortbread bites. There are funfetti, but today I'm just going to use some red sprinkles just for the game this weekend instead of the funfetti colors. So here we go. The first thing that we need to do is we have a half a cup of butter, which is 1 whole stick. Then we have 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we'll do half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then we have 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar and 1 tablespoon of sprinkles. Okay, so then you will mix all of these ingredients together in the food processor. So the first thing we'll do is we will add the butter. Okay, so first step in our food processor, we will add the butter. And this is unsalted butter into the pan. And then we'll just give it, or not into the pan, into the food processor. And we will give it a quick pulse. So let me get the lid. It's really important, whatever food processor you're using, that you make sure that the lid is secured. So usually when it snaps, it's good. So I'm going to turn my food processor on. And then I'm just going to pulse it a couple times. Just to break up a little bit of the butter. I know it's balling up just a little. So then we're going to take the lid off and we are going to add our flour. Okay. Put the food processor lid back on. Okay, then we'll pulse a little. Okay, so I am going to add the salt now. Okay, I've added the salt. And now I will add the 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And I'm also going to go ahead and add our vanilla extract. And like I said, you just need half a teaspoon of this. Then we will put the lid on and pulse some more. Now we're going to add our sprinkles since the dough is kind of formed. So we're going to add our sprinkles in. And then we're going to knead it around until all of the sprinkles are mixed throughout. Okay, so now we've rolled out our dough onto wax paper, and you can tell there's a little bit of flour on here so that the mix won't stick, but wax paper should be pretty safe to roll out onto. So make sure you just have a little bit of flour. Also on a rolling pin that you use, make sure you have just a little bit of flour on it as well. But you just roll it out to about 1/4 of an inch. You could do 1/2 an inch if you'd like to, but this is where we're at. Now we put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. Okay, after sitting out at room temperature for a couple minutes, you can go ahead and make some of the cuts and to make the perfect little squares that you'd like to have. These are not perfect, so you might want to use a ruler or something like that to help make the right size squares. But once you make the cuts, then you'll start to place them onto the cookie sheet. And then we will place them in the oven. And remember, we had that preheated for 325. But with that 15-minute wait for the dough to chill in the freezer, you might want to hold off on doing the preheat and just start the preheat when you get the cookies out of the freezer. So then once they're on there, they will go into the oven for 18 to 20 minutes, depends when they get lightly golden brown, and we will take them out. And here's the finished product. There's several different recipes that you can do with your family for the Super Bowl, and we encourage you to work together to find fun things that you can do with your family. Tune in next week for our continuance of the series, Baking for Family Fun Month.